All right, here we go. New Sentinel Sports page brought to you by Image Matters on the Sports Animal, sportsanimal99.com. We continue our trip around college football, previewing teams in 2012, and someone that's joined the show before. Always great to talk to the head football coach at Utah. That is Kyle Whittingham joining us here on the New Sentinel Sports page. Coach, Vince Ferrara in Knoxville, how are you?
Doing well, Vince. Doing well.
Coach, last year, before we get into your team, last year we talked to you about all the exciting things happening with your team, your program entering the Pac-12. Boy, there's been so much has happened since last year, including your first season through. What did you learn through that first year of experience in the Pac-12 for you and your program?
Well, I think it was about what we expected. We knew there was going to be extremely talented football players in the Pac-12 conference, particularly at the skill positions, and that's exactly what we found out. There was seems like every week we were facing a great quarterback, great running back, great receiver, and of course the coaching in the Pac-12 was outstanding, and then the venues that we played in were terrific as well. So I think that even though we struggled a little bit early, I don't believe there was anything that caught us off guard. It was just a matter of going through the routine, and I think we're certainly much more familiar this year than we were last year, and we're excited about our second time around.
You have a young man that's received a lot of accolades, a lot of preseason All-American teams, first team, and then even for the NFL draft projections for next season. Talk about your terrific defensive lineman that goes by the name of Star.
Yeah, Star Lotalale. He's just a tremendous talent. In fact, we build the entire defense around him. He's a guy that demands double and even triple teams at times, and he's for a defensive coordinator, he's a great place to start your defense, and he's about 6'4" and 320 pounds, and had a terrific junior year. He won the Morris Trophy Award, which is the Pac-12's highest honor to a lineman, and that's voted upon by your peers. So the offensive linemen in the Pac-12 actually are the ones that voted him to that accolade, which is about as good as it gets for a college player to be voted by your peers. And so I think that Star's poised to have a great senior year. He's a guy that could have come out last year in the NFL draft, but weighed all his options. He's very, very dedicated to getting his degree. That was a big part of the decision to come back. He'll have his degree in December, so we're elated that he's back with us, and looking forward to watching him be a big part of our team this fall.
Joined by Utah head football coach Kyle Whittingham here on the new Sentinel Sports page Summer of Football. Hit on the rest of that defense overall and your summary thoughts on that unit before we hop to offense.
Well, I think we got a chance to be pretty good. I think we led the Pac-12 in defense last year when you combine all the categories, and I think we got a chance to be just as good this year, if not maybe better. We're very deep along the front. Already talked about Star. We've got the Kruger brothers, Dave and Joe, who play alongside him. Nate Fakahafua, who I think is a rising star in our program. He's just going to be a true sophomore at defensive end. We have a bunch of good inside tackles to back up David and Star with Junior Salt, a new recruit we added this year, and Teni Palapoy and Seni Faunuku and LT Tuipulotu, and so we're very deep, probably deeper at the defensive line than we've been in a lot of years. Linebackers, a little bit of inexperience, but a lot of talent. A lot of freshmen and sophomores that we really like. Just none of them have had a chance to play a lot of football for us, and Trevor Riley is the one returning linebacker that does have extensive experience. But even though we don't have a bunch of guys that have played much, we still feel very good about that position in the long run, and we expect that to be a strong suit for us as well. And then we have the secondary returning almost entirely intact. We lost Conway Black, one corner, but we have two of our other three. We play a lot of nickel defense, which is three corners on the field at a time, and so we've got two of those corners back, and Mo Lee and Ryan Lacey. Both our safeties are back, Eric Rowe and Brian Blecken, and so we feel like if we can stay healthy and continue to play hard and do the things that technique-wise that we know we should, we got a chance to be pretty good.
Let's hop over to the offense. I know myself and a lot of people didn't think much of us or have any trust or faith in us at the age of 25. You've handed over your offense to a 25-year-old in Brian Johnson. Talk about that decision and what he brings to the table for you.
Well, first thing I'll say is he's not your ordinary, everyday 25-year-old. He's been ahead of the curve his entire life. He's the rumor is that well, not the rumor. The fact is, I guess he goes to kindergarten for a few weeks, and the teachers say, "Hey, this guy's way beyond this," and they promote him to second grade right out of the gate. And so, and then he signs with us as a 16-year-old senior in high school, and as Drew says, a 17-year-old, he's backing up Alex Smith for the eventual Sugar Bowl championship team in '08, and then starting for us as an 18-year-old sophomore. And so he's a guy that's always been young for whatever it is he's doing. He's been in our program 8 years, 5 as a player and 2 as a coach, and now this will be one as a after his senior year he gave the NFL a shot. Didn't work out. He came back with us and was in our meetings and around the program for that entire season. We hired him the next year as the quarterback coach, and he spent 2 years doing that. And then last year when Coach Norm Chow took the head coaching job in Hawaii, that created a vacancy at the O coordinator position, and did an extensive search. Took about a month and a week to get that done. And when all was said and done, it was very apparent to me that Brian was the right guy for that position, and he did an outstanding job in spring ball with the offensive group, and expect that to continue this fall.
You have an experienced quarterback. We're visiting with Kyle Whittingham, Utah head coach. Experienced quarterback. Hit on the rest of the offense if you could.
Yeah, we got Jordan Wynn coming back at quarterback. He'll be back for his third year starting, and other than that, we've got John White, who was a 1,500-yard rusher last year, broke the school record for single-season rushing yardage. We've got a group of receivers that is very deep, headlined by Devontae Christopher. He's the leading receiver coming back. We've got a very good inside three on offensive line, centers and guards, a lot of experience, a lot of talent there. We did lose both our tackles. First team all conference Tony Bergstrom at right tackle, and second team all conference John Cullen at left tackle. So that is our most pressing issue on the entire football team is rebuilding that tackle position. We've got a bunch of guys competing for it and some good athletes, but nothing solidified right now. But that is priority one for us to get that done. And tight ends, we feel very good about our tight ends. We have 5 guys that we really like, and I think that could be a strong suit for us as well.
Utah 8-5 in 2011, now entering second season in the Pac-12. Open up the season August 30th, hosting Northern Colorado. Coach, we'll let you go. Really appreciate the time. Good luck this season.
Okay, Vince, appreciate you having me on.
Always great to talk to you, Coach. Thanks. That is Kyle Whittingham, the head football coach at Utah. It's a new Sentinel sports page brought to you by Image Matters on the sports page Summer Football and the Sports Animal.